Hey, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you are here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about the secrets of staying ahead in today's world. You know, today's world is fast developing and changing every day. I mean, to thrive in such an environment, you really need to be ahead of every situation. It can be in the business world or in your life. Focus on your competition and make sure that whatever you're doing is ahead of every circumstance. So I have some secrets that will help you if you want to stay ahead. The first secret of staying ahead is to always be growing. Always, right? You always want to be gaining new information and knowledge. You should never stop learning if you want to maintain your value in life. If you're an employee, you don't want to wait for your employer to pay you to advance your education. Take responsibility to continue to learn and further your education yourself. You know, doing so is going to help you keep abreast with current skills, but it's also going to demonstrate an initiative for self-improvement that's going to make you more visible and a better candidate when a promotion or a new assignment comes up. In life, there's always going to be problems that arise due to unforeseen circumstances. We all have to deal with them, right? Remember how the coronavirus came like 8 months ago and caught everyone unaware? I mean, many companies closed down, leaving many people jobless. COVID-19 also left a trail of disaster as many people struggled to make ends meet, and it's not over. It's not. The devastation is still coming. I mean, cases are rising every day. In Utah, where I am, we're seeing record numbers every day. Businesses, especially hospitality and restaurant and businesses that deal with people, they're still going out of business every day. It's scary, right? But you want to be a problem fixer, not a complainer, right? When looking at the problems that come our way, some people tend to be complainers rather than problem solvers. And those who complain and blame, they're not helping themselves, not at all. In fact, they're making the situation worse. To fix problems, you want to identify the source of the problem and come up with direct actions to deal with it. The person who complains and blames doesn't solve problems. They always just complain and things never change. They just always stay the same. But the person who fixes does that and passes ahead of all the people who don't take that action. A problem fixer also becomes the most valued person in life or in business or in a member of an organization if you work in a job. If you're building a business and you're a problem fixer, you stand out as an innovative business owner. The only way to stand out in life and to be ahead of others is to do something unique that the competition isn't doing. So don't blend in for fear of failing. If you've done your homework and you've properly analyzed your previous mistakes and you look at the market and you do your homework and you look at what's going on out there, you're going to probably be able to pull off an innovative new strategy without any major catastrophes. And if you deal with snags and problems, you'll deal with them, right? Because you're that fixer. You're the one that just, okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to be innovative and I'm going to make it work, right? Uncertainty is scary, right? Many people don't like uncertainty. I mean, that's a major source of anxiety. But uncertainty is just a fact of life in our fast-changing world. Sometimes you'll have to make quick decisions without having all the facts you need or knowing with any certainty what's going to happen. But if you're willing to accept that uncertainty and not let it prevent you from being an adventurer and trying new things, ultimately you're going to enhance your value to your life. Learning to improvise and, and to adapt to different and unexpected situations will give you important skills that will help you stay ahead in life. In the business world, if you want to stay ahead of your competition, you need to think outside the box, right? You need to use the right tactics together the right way to create something unique that covers all of your bases. So even if your competition knows this little secret, it's important to realize that your audiences change all the time. Great customer service is the best way to distinguish yourself from the competition, taking precedence over even a superior market or a superior product, right? You remember MySpace? MySpace used to be the best social media platform out there many years ago. Do you remember that? Well, then Facebook came, and it has literally exploded all over the world. I don't think there's anywhere in the world where Facebook isn't. MySpace is long gone, right? And then at one time, Spoke had the lion's share of the online business market until LinkedIn came in and took over the market. You always need to stay on top of the game, no matter how comfortable you feel with what you're doing. I mean, even those businesses, Facebook and LinkedIn, if they don't stay on top of their game, there will be another company that will come along and wipe them out, right? So, same thing for you in your business and in your life and in your job, right? Don't let yourself get too comfortable. You always have to be ready for when your competition strikes, because if you snooze, you lose. When you encounter competition in your business space, use your rival's intentions to fuel your fire. I mean, even if you're dominating your space right now, you won't stay there if you allow yourself to become complacent. Complacent kills. Seriously. Always strive to keep customers choosing your product or your service over the competitors. You know, long ago, starting a business was relatively less risky due to low competition. But now, with the advent of modern technology like the internet and social media, competition has increased exponentially across all businesses. I mean, I sell Avon. I'm not just competing with other Avon reps or other companies like Mary Kay. I'm competing with Amazon. That's what business is like these days, right? So the technology has actually brought global competitors to your company doorstep, like I said, like Amazon. And customers have a wide range of choices. Failure to keep up with their demand will quickly put you out of business. And the ever changing environment of today's global economy also makes your business vulnerable, regardless of its financial situation or strength. So you need to up your game to survive. Don't be complacent. I'm serious. I have a couple on my team who's gotten complacent, and I'm watching their numbers dwindle, and I'm watching their leadership title dwindle, and they don't want to hear about it because they tell me, "Oh no, we're working our business." It's really sad. I'm seeing that. I have it in my own life. About 8 years ago, I lost a lot of weight. I mean, a lot of weight, and I was doing great. And then I got complacent about my weight, and look where I'm at now, right? I mean, I'm back down, I'm back losing now, but it's complacency. It's that complacence is what's going to kill you. So don't let yourself do that, right? And then be open to the bigger picture. Sometimes, especially if we're doing really well in our business or our job, we tend to put ourselves in a bubble, right? We live in our own little world. We have selective perception and habits, and which shelter us from being exposed to the ideas we might not want to hear. And that's normal. It is. It's normal. We all live in our own little world, and we perceive the outside world through our own rose-colored glasses. Because I see the world as I am, not as how the world is. That's how we all are, right? Excuse me. And while this may be normal for most people, it's not a good strategy for handling change. Instead, you want to get out of your bubble. You want to get out of your comfort zone. You want to face your fears and broaden your sources of information to explore new ideas. You want to be, by increasing your awareness of change through a willingness to take in new information, you'll have a distinct advantage over those that tend to isolate themselves. And while you're hunting new ideas and information, try to spot the trends which may be signaling change on the horizon. Look for seemingly isolated and scattered facts that may fit together like the pieces of a puzzle. You don't have to have all the answers, but if you're at least aware and you're outside of your bubble and you're bringing in more information and you're learning, you'll start to notice things. And when you notice them, you're in a better position to do something, right? So when you think you've noticed or discovered a trend, that you should probably investigate it in further detail. Don't just react to change, just anticipate it and prepare for it. And don't fall victim to rumors or speculation or the inclination to assume the worst. Just be prepared for every circumstance. Have an open mind and be always learning. And then once you do that, you're always going to stay ahead in life and in business. Because that's it, right? Don't be complacent. Always be learning. Be aware of what's going on around you, right? You will be ahead in life and business. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. Did any of this resonate with you today? What thoughts do you have about it? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. I don't see anybody live with me today, but if you are here, thank you for being here. If you just haven't commented or I just don't see it, if you're watching the replay, thank you. Thank you for watching it. And I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you. So go out there and have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.